I've got this 2-pack of Dollar Tree canvases. They are size 12 by 16, and that 2-pack was $3. I also bought these packs of paint stir sticks from Hobby Lobby. They were $1.48 each, and I'm only going to be using 1 pack of these. There's 10 paint stir sticks in a pack. I need all 10 of these paint stir sticks to fit inside the frame of this 12 by 16 canvas. I just used my miter shears to cut those down. I'm going to take my measuring tape here and mark every 2 inches, and I'm going to do that 5 times. So I'm going to make 5 marks every 2 inches up from the bottom of this canvas, and I will do that on both sides, and I'll be doing that on both of those 12 by 16 canvases. I'm using a little bit of wood glue on the paint stir stick, but I'm going to reinforce this. I'm using these little square beads from the Dollar Tree, and they're going to act as sort of brackets. The paint stir stick is going to be sandwiched in between 2 of them on each side. So these little cubes will be glued to the paint stir stick as well as to the frame, the wood frame of the canvas. So it'll be nice and sturdy. And what I did to one canvas, I did the same thing to the other. I'm making a little storage unit, and it didn't matter to me much what the inside of this looks like, but I knew that I wanted it to be dark. So I painted the inside brown, the inside of both of these canvases. I'm also going to be using 2 8 by 10 canvases from the Dollar Tree as the top and bottom of this piece. So I'm going to be painting the inside or the back side of each of these canvases as well. I'm using a combination of Titebond Quick and Thick and hot glue to put this shell together of this little storage unit that I'm making. And I'm basically making a box out of these 4 canvases. And I know that the 8 by 10 canvas is a little too short. There's a gap at the back there, and I don't mind that much. I'm gonna fix that on the top, but in the bottom you won't see it anyway, so it doesn't matter. In the bottom of and in the top of this, there was a perfect spot for some reinforcement. I just took some craft sticks and some hot glue and reinforced where those pieces met. Now for the drawers of this storage unit, I'm going to be using these brownie pans from the Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 each, and they're going to slide on these little rails that I made. Now I could have went all the way up with this, but I wanted to keep this project under $15. And so this very top set of rails here, I'm going to just make a shelf, and I just used some super jumbo craft sticks from Walmart to do that. I'm going to paint these new pieces that I've added in Truffle Brown by Waverly. For the back, I wanted to keep this very cost effective, and I'm just going to use poster board for the backing on this. And I went ahead and took 2 giant craft sticks, and I'm going to cut off the rounded ends and then use these 2 sticks here to staple just for even more reinforcement on the back. I want this piece to be nice and sturdy and not have to worry about it ever breaking on me. For that gap in the top where that 8 by 10 canvas was a little short, I'm just going to use a paint stir stick to fill in that gap. I'm going to paint the whole outside in the truffle brown just as a base coat. But before I do that, I will go around filling in any gaps with the lightweight spackling. The brownie pans will get a base coat of the truffle as well. And then I'm going to paint the whole outside of the piece in alfalfa green, and I'll be painting those brownie pans in that same green. I liked the way it was looking, but it was a little bit flat, and so I took some antique wax and just aged everything up a little bit. I felt that gave it a nicer look. Alright y'all, this is the spot that I made this thing for. I just thought I could add something else here. I've got the room. I take my pictures here on this board here, and I usually have stuff sitting here, and in this way it would be easy. Sometimes I'll have a pile of stuff over here out of camera view and that y'all can't see when I take my pictures, and I thought, well, why not get something to put all this stuff in instead of having a pile of stuff sitting there. So I wanted it to be pretty much this exact size. I got the antique wax on there. I like it, you know, made it look a little bit better, a little less flat. You can see, hopefully, on the quote-unquote drawers. Just looks a little bit better. But the reason I liked this idea is that I could pull out, like, I could put certain craft supplies in here and then come over here and completely take out the bin of them and take them over to my desk over there. And so this will work well for that. I think I'm going to put the labels of what's in here on the top of this little lip here where you grab them. I think that's where I'll put them. And then I'm going to do a top coat on these, probably Rust-Oleum matte clear enamel spray paint. And because it's going to need it, or that's going to come off that metal if I don't. So I'm going to seal that up nicely, but I want to let this paint fully cure. It's just dry to the touch right now. I'm running late with my video as usual. But up here, the Mod Podge bottles and the Waverly chalk paint bottles fit up here nicely. I've got 4. I wanted to see how many I could fit in here, and I've got 14. It goes, you know, pretty far back in there. I got 14 in here, and then I ran out of bottles, so I could fit 15, maybe 16 if I squeezed them, squeeze them in. So definitely 15 bottles of paint would go there. I also have a little crate that fits up there. I'll show that now. I'm showing y'all all these options like one of y'all are actually going to make this. I highly doubt y'all are going to make this out of, you know, canvas wraps from the Dollar Tree. Y'all probably aren't as crazy as me, but that's the little crate. They sell these at Dollar Tree right now for $5 each, and I just put this little knob on the front and just stained it with my gel stain, but that little crate fits in there. So I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm going to put in here. I mean, I know what was in this pile that was sitting here on this board before I made this, but I don't know if that's the stuff. I'll just have to do some organization. Of course, I'll show that in the next craft room video that I make. Who knows when, but I'll show how. I mean, I already know what one of these is going to be for, but I'll put some little labels on it, and then I'll show that in that video whenever I get that done. This is just a quick reminder that if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you don't miss any future videos. And hit that hype button if you really liked these crafts. For this one, I have this candle holder from the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna push back and forth on the top of it until that weld breaks on that. It was actually pretty easy to do. And I'll be keeping the top of that. It actually kind of looks like a little bell. Got this 4x6 canvas from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to remove some of this canvas material on the inside on the back of this frame just until that wood is uncovered there along the edge. I just didn't want that hanging over there. I have this mold here that is in my Amazon shop, link in the description box. And I'm just going to use some cornstarch so that my air dry clay will release easily. And I'm basically going to be making a frame over this frame. I'm using my Beacon 3-in-1, but you could definitely use Aleene's tacky glue or some of the Tite Bond Quick and Thick glue works nicely, or whatever glue that you like using. I do some messy mitered corners on this and it looks fine. You can sort of squeeze the clay together. For the top, I wish I had a smaller dowel cap to put on top of there. Mine was just a little bit large, but I really wanted to use it, so I cut away some of that clay. That wasn't ideal, but it definitely looks okay. And I go over the front there with the truffle chalk paint just as a base color. And then I make sure not to hit that canvas material on the inside there because I'm leaving that as is. I go over the truffle with some European gold, and I don't do a super heavy coat. I just sort of hit the highlights. On the back, I haven't painted it yet because I'm going to glue this skewer stick I cut down from the Dollar Tree. But I'm just going to glue it on the top. I want the bottom to still be loose, and you'll see why in a moment. But I just use some hot glue, but definitely a sturdier glue like E6000 would work better for this. But I'm just sort of risking it for time's sake here, trying to get my video done. And if it does pop off, it'll be easy to fix later. Now before I slip this down on the base, I'm going to set it up like I like. And you could definitely use magnets. That would be the most sensible thing to do because it's just a piece of canvas, the back of this frame here. And so you could put a magnet on the front and a magnet on the back and put any little items that you want in this frame. I'm just using these two little pieces as an example. I really wanted the pin look, so I have these straight pins here, and I'm going to use them. Now, of course, they're going to stick out the back, the pins will, but I'm okay with that. I'll have this up high, where no little kids can grab it. And I think I am going to look for some smaller pins, straight pins that I could use. Now I can take this on and off of the base simply by slipping that skewer stick down inside of that tube from that candle holder there. And that way I can take it off and work on it and make little collages in this canvas here. I really like how it turned out. It's definitely different. And let me know what you think down in the comments. If you're ever looking for any of the craft supplies or tools that I'm using in the videos, you can go to amazon.com/shop/craftclassy and you will find those there. I've got this pack of 3 mini canvases from the Dollar Tree. This printable will be in the description box if you're interested. It's just 6 little early American style, sort of Rufus Porter style houses. And they are sized to go on these little canvases. And I'm just going to Mod Podge those on there. I did print mine on an off-white rice paper. That rice paper is in my Amazon shop. I did go around the edges with some antique wax to age that up a little bit and get rid of that white, super bright white edging there. I used E6000 to glue the magnets on the back of each piece. I do show them on my refrigerator, but you could definitely put a little stand on these to stand up to sit around as little shelf sitters. You don't have to make them into magnets. But that's it for this one. I hope you liked these crafts made out of canvases from the Dollar Tree. I'd love to know if you have a favorite down in the comments which one that was. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you in the next one.